Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pinke, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that Bitcoin looks like as gold looked back in the end of the 1970s, and it can maybe grow in a similar way. It's a nice comparison, which I would like to show you in this video. The second news is about that Pizza Hut is now accepting Bitcoin in Venezuela. You know, they have to do something. The local currency in Venezuela is pretty bad, and for businesses to stay in the game, they have to somehow accept maybe crypto as an alternative. And yes, so this is happening in Venezuela. And the third news is another big investment in Bitcoin as Guggenheim Partners, which is a $275 billion company, invests $500 million in Bitcoin. So all this in today's video. And don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, but you're interested in blockchain and cryptocurrency, you would like to stay up to date, then simply click on the subscribe button, after that notification bell and all, because you have to get this content. It is very important to stay up to date, and I put these videos on YouTube every weekday. So from Monday to Friday, every day, you're getting the freshest, the hottest, the crispiest blockchain and crypto news. And also, if you like this kind of content, then smash the like button. Let's show YouTube that we are interested in crypto, and this is an important content. So if you hit the like, this is actually not just great for me, that shows you like it, but it's also good that we educate YouTube. YouTube, I wanted to say Google as well, by the way, as YouTube is the second biggest search engine. Okay, so if Google is the number one, you wouldn't think originally about YouTube as a search engine, but it is a search engine, so it's very important. And yes, you can educate yourself with us. I hope you didn't miss the great Black Friday deal, what we had for our courses. But yes, the course is still available, you know, if you go on the link under here. And also, we have the totally free course. It was free always, and it will be. It's how to start to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. You can just download it and learn from it. By the way, I put a new thing. It's crypto.com ref code also under this video, because you know, many people have asked me, okay, so where shall I trade crypto? How can I cash it out later? And crypto.com, it's not sponsoring this channel, so don't get me wrong. I just think it's a great option because you can actually trade crypto there. You can buy crypto with your credit card, and later when it's in crypto, you can buy, of course, other cryptos. And of course, you will get a card, and this is a great bonus, a normal Visa card, which you can shop with. And if you shop with that card, you get always some percentage in crypto back. So with your shopping, you're increasing your crypto, by the way. And at the end of the day, when you always would like to cash out your crypto, you can cash it out through crypto.com. And now you get $25 as a bonus if you go on the reference link, which I have put under here. And if you get a $25, I get a $25. So it's a win-win deal. But I don't promote things, but I like this deal because you get something for it, which you can later spend. The minimum you have to stake 2,500 CRO, which is, by the way, great now because CRO price is down very much. So now you can, now you can get it now on a much cheaper price than a couple of months before. And it could be a great investment. Plus you get a card, plus all these things what I said. Just okay, so it's up to you. If you're interested in something like this, the link is under the video. And now let's jump in and check out how the charts looks like. Let's refresh. We see, okay, not a big moves. So Bitcoin coming back. Over the weekend, we have seen Bitcoin recovering after this dump, and now it's already $18,530. Which is about a 2% increase. But looking at Ethereum going back even stronger, 5% in the last 24 hours, almost back to $600. How great is that? And then we're looking at the top gainers. We have Aave 14% up, Amplify 12%, Synthetics 10%, and so on and so forth. And some of the losers: Numeria 4%, almost 5%, Horizon 4%, Status 3%. Yeah, okay. So what we can see in Bitcoin and Ethereum that they both recovering pretty well. Look, when we checking out this chart, this is what happened. Look, here was the dump on the 26th. You can see it came back. This is Bitcoin, and then it's coming back very nicely now. And there's again a chance that Bitcoin can reach the all-time high in December. So yeah, as we can see this recovery, it could be actually pretty good. On the other hand, there's another interesting fact. When we looking at, because now it looks like that Bitcoin will close the all-time high in the monthly candle. So when you're looking at monthly, and historically we could see that after this all-time high monthly candle, there was always a bearish month. So there's another scenario that, of course, it could be bearish, like always. The coin has two sides. But I probably think it's more likely to go up, being bullish, but it can change every day. So this is what I think right now. The market is changing very fast. Look, as you could see here, I wanted to show you Ethereum. Look, Ethereum was here at 600 and something, that around 620, something like that, around the top. Back on the 24th of November, then we had this nice dump in Bitcoin, in altcoins, all this. And look, Ethereum is recovering pretty nicely again, very close to $600. So it can happen that Ethereum can, even in the close future, outperform Bitcoin. So that could be interesting. And now let's move on to the first news. And according to this article, we can say that Paul Tudor Jones hints that Bitcoin price is in early stage long-term rally like gold was back in the 1970s. And it has these two very nice charts here in comparison. We can see gold here back in the 1970s. So we could see that in the second part of the 1970s, around 1977, this is the place where we are about. Because look, if you check this out, like 73, it was 2016 for Bitcoin. Then, of course, Bitcoin, it went up here sharply. Gold went up sharply. We could see that the peak was for Bitcoin so far at the end of 2017 and beginning of, for Bitcoin for end of 2017, for alts maybe, for some then beginning of 2018. But we're talking about Bitcoin now. So you can see it here that it was pretty similar to gold back in 1975. Then things went down, just like Bitcoin, and then things coming back very nicely. And look, as it continued, and now let me show you something, another chart. Yes. So we talking about this one is here, back then, 77. And look, then is 17, 79, and back here, 1980. 1980, look at that, when basically from 76 being the price, as you can see here, for around, what's that? Yeah, well, yeah, here it's talking about kilograms, by the way. But yeah, you can see the difference, right? So it went up very, very nicely. And this is what they point out in this article as well, that this can happen to Bitcoin. And it's very likely because the next bull run is in front of us. How much? How big it will be? Yeah, good question. We don't know. But now it compared to gold back in the 1970s. And actually, so far, so good. So we'll see how it will perform out. And yeah, they're saying that there are two main reasons why Bitcoin could follow the macro trend gold show from the 1970s. First is that Bitcoin has a fixed supply that cannot expand, right? Which makes it even attractive hedge against inflation. So 21 million Bitcoin will be out there in the future. No more. Right now it's out about 18,600,000, but no more than 21. Second, Bitcoin has the same qualities of safe haven asset that gold has. And even in the new digital age, Bitcoin, it's even more portable. Just think about it. How to move gold to one place to another, then Bitcoin, Bitcoin transaction can happen in 10 minutes. And it's from here, from this point, it goes in 10 minutes to the other side of the world. This is what gold, basically physical gold, cannot do. Of course, you can trade gold digitally as well. But then what we're comparing to is a digital thing again. So if digital, then there is Bitcoin. Okay, and here in August in this year, 2020, the Winklevoss twins, billionaire Bitcoin investors behind the major U.S. crypto exchange Gemini, laid out that the bull case for Bitcoin could be at the end of the rally even $500,000 US per Bitcoin. And here they're saying that the supply Bitcoin is not just a sacred commodity, it's the only known commodity in universe that has a deterministic and fixed supply. As a result, Bitcoin is not subject to any of the potential positive supply shocks that gold may face in the future. So this is also very interesting that gold can face maybe some issues which Bitcoin probably won't. And now it's a huge difference between the market cap. It also says that there's also a massive gap between the valuation of Bitcoin and gold. Currently, gold's market cap is estimated about $9 trillion US. In comparison, Bitcoin's market cap is less than 4% of gold valuation, which leaves a gap between the two assets. And then when you check it out here is the Bitcoin market cap. You can see it. It's 241 billion US dollar. Yeah. Well, it's a big space for sure. It's time to catch up, but we haven't seen the new bull run yet. Just think about it, can easily go to 1 trillion in the next bull market. It is possible. That means that will be like 3 times that. So make it Bitcoin between 50,000 and 60,000 US dollar will make it to 1 trillion. And this is, I think, totally doable. Okay, let's move on to the next one. The next news is about, it's coming from Venezuela. And, they're suffering over there really because, let's face it, their local currency, it's pretty bad. The inflation is extreme, the hyperinflation, put it this way, because it is a hyperinflation. And we can see that, of course, some of the companies have to come up with something over there to survive. And now, Burger King and actually Church Chicken, they're already accepting crypto as a payment. So, yeah, you have options. Of course, you can hodl your crypto. Maybe it's not the best idea to spend your Bitcoin right now before the true bull market starts. But people are in a certain situation over there. Maybe some of them have just Bitcoin to pay with because that's their only valuable asset, what they have. And, they just have to eat and all the other things. So a famous US-based pizza chain, which is Pizza Hut, has begun accepting crypto payments in the stores in Venezuela. And you can actually use crypto buyer. And the customers purchase pizza at the restaurant chain you can use Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dash, Binance Coin, Binance USD, Ether, Tether, DAI, and its native token XPT. And how fun is that if you just think about now, they come out, Pizza Hut is the one in Venezuela comes out with this solution to use crypto. And the first documented commercial purchase, obviously, in cryptocurrency in Bitcoin, was when the guy, Laszlo Hanyecz, back in 2010, purchased 2 giant pizzas and paid for it 10,000 Bitcoin, which now sounds silly, but sorry, but back then it was totally reasonable because Bitcoin was worth of kind of nothing. It was 2 pizzas back then. Nobody knew the future that it will be much more. Obviously, if he would know the information, what we know now, he wouldn't buy 2 pizzas, but this is not the case. And, 10,000 Bitcoin is right now, roughly speaking, 180, now when we check the chart, $4 million. Crazy price. But it also shows what long way Bitcoin has made already since back in 2009, or in this case 2010, and how well it's going up. And as we compared it just to gold, as gold performed in the 1970s, at the end of the 1970s, look how much it can increase and continue. And yeah, it's a good question. The situation can stay in Venezuela or not, because if you just think about it, over there, the government, they don't really favor crypto. Obviously, the people need an alternative to the local currency. And this could be Bitcoin, but the fight it's not over yet, okay? But yeah, as you can see, companies start to accept crypto, and this can happen sooner or later worldwide. That you're not just simply you don't have to actually cash out your crypto and pay for something in a shop with your card after you transferred your crypto to fiat money. Probably in the future, crypto payments are coming as well. You can pay in crypto in some places already, but it will be more mainstream. Just think about PayPal and all these things. So yeah, future actually looks bright so far. And the third news I wanted to talk about is another major investment which happened in Bitcoin, and Guggenheim Partners, and they are like a 275 billion company, and has filed an SEC amendment to allocate over 500 million from the Macro Opportunity Fund to Grayscale GBTC. And we can see actually recently that institutional investors are getting really interested in Bitcoin. And look, here is a funny post. We'll see how funny it will be a couple of years later, because they, back in the last couple of years, is that institutions are coming, they want to buy your Bitcoin. And then now in 2020, actually it's happening. Now you see one after another, they coming and entering to the Bitcoin market, and they purchasing big amount of Bitcoin. They putting a lot of fiat in it, because they realize that their fiat it's not valuable. They need something else, and Bitcoin right now, it looks promising. So it can happen next year, after next year, wherever, but not that far that they say, damn it, the institution bought all the Bitcoin. Because, if they investing massively, price goes up, and sooner or later, some people will say who said, okay, Bitcoin price went up quite nicely, I get rid of it, let's have profit. They sell it. But the big ones, the big institutional investors who really can think in the long term, have a lot of money to invest, they can easily say that, okay, I buy that Bitcoin, give it to me. I'm here for long term. I don't care about my short profit. Let's think about in 10, 15, 20 years time, which the most people are not doing, because they're doing it just like, okay, let's just do the next bull run, get out as soon as possible and buy the nice car and whatever they want for the everyday life. But many institutional investors thinking in long term, and they're saying, okay, whatever you sell, I buy it. And then sooner or later, it will be very difficult to buy Bitcoin. So this is also an interesting question. Look at this chart. We have checked it a couple of times. This is the bitcointreasury.org. And here you can see, here all the companies. And this number is just keep growing like crazy. Because I know 2 weeks ago, at least, when I showed this chart, it was about 10 something, 11, billion. Now we're talking about 14 billion. And this is what they invested, but in today's value, it's about 15 billion. Because some companies, just like MicroStrategy, for example, they gained a lot because they invested in very early stage, early stage. Sorry, not early stage, but this year. Early, I mean, compared to the bull run, what we have kind of now, which kind of have started. They put money in the summer. We're talking about August or something like that. Here you can see August, September. This year, it's not early investors like early, like early to compare to this price and in this year. But even then, imagine if they do it in the beginning of the year when Bitcoin was really, really down, how much gain they would have. So we're talking about a couple of months, and what a nice gains they have already. Crazy. So yeah, I think that's a strategy of institutional investors. Get more and more Bitcoin, hodl, and then they will be the winners because they will hold the majority of Bitcoin. Guys, that's it for today. If you like this content, smash the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, but you're really interested in crypto and blockchain, you would like to stay up to date, don't forget that I put these videos on YouTube every weekday. So from Monday to Friday, every day, you're getting brand new content. And yeah, simply you can stay up to date with Blockchain Bloom. And if you would like to educate yourself, don't forget the courses, a totally free course, how to start to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, the link under this video. And also we have another great course if you would like to really understand Bitcoin and blockchain. It was on a special deal on Black Friday, an awesome offer. That offer is now over, but it's still a value pack, okay? So educate yourself. And tomorrow, I'm coming back with the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news. So I see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye.